The grades you see attributed to the draft picks come from our football game plan scouting grades that we put out earlier this spring. And to check out all 532 prospect rankings, feel free to check out our website at footballgameplan.com/FBGP scouting. The Redskins wanted to get better defensively in the draft, and 5 of the 9 selections went to the defensive side of the ball. Josh Harvey Clemens out of Louisville is a big body, strong safety that's probably more of a linebacker than a safety. Monte Nicholson out of Michigan State is coming from good coaching with the Spartans, and I really think Robert Davis has some Pierre Garçon to his game, and also he's a Sun Belt guy, so you know he already can definitely play. Fabian Moreau out of UCLA is coming off a solid week of work at the East-West Shrine game, and Trace Roulier has some position flexibility that'll provide depth up front. The Skins got the best defensive tackle in the draft in Jonathan Allen out of Alabama, and Allen uses his hands extremely well, and that works in conjunction with his eyes, which is why you always see him in the opposing backfield. I think Ryan Anderson's game is vastly underrated. I also like how he can excel as either an inside backer or an outside backer, and his ability in the short zone is also underrated. This was a really good selection for the Redskins, as he's a guy that definitely makes them better. Samaje Perine out of Oklahoma, in my opinion, is instantly the best back on the Skins roster and has a lot of Deuce Staley in his game. He graded out for me slightly higher than his teammate Joe Mixon. His consistency will remind some Skins fans of Steven Davis. And I'm a big fan of Jeremy Sprinkle's game, which is very similar to former Atlanta Falcon tight end Algie Crumpler. Sprinkle is above average as an inline blocker and also has good run after the catch skills as a receiver. His addition would allow Jordan Reed to be utilized much more as a move piece in the Redskins offense. Keep an eye on Fish Smithson out of Kansas. I like what I saw from him at the East-West Shrine game. Then I went back and studied him on film and was even more impressed with what he brings to the table. He has the ability to play deep, but I think he's better as a combo guy or an alley defender. Zach Pascal out of Old Dominion plays a very physical game. He's an excellent receiver over the middle of the field and also in the short, quick game. And I like how he's able to read coverages on the fly and shows really good strength at the catch point. And speaking of strength at the catch point, Verlin Hunter out of Grambling at 6'2", 200 arguably has the strongest set of hands in the NFL draft. He has outstanding hand-eye coordination and is able to make the difficult catch look very easy. He's a tryout player, but I'd be willing to bet that they'll bring him into camp to get an extended look. I gave the Redskins a solid B for their draft. I thought they did a great job in addressing the defensive side of the football. Offensively, I would have liked to see them add a quarterback. They still have some questions there because we don't know if they're going to keep Kirk Cousins long term or would they look to move on to someone else. But either way, this is a draft that helps strengthen the roster of the Redskins that should make another push for a playoff berth.